I'm Cadence the drummer.
I'm Cole the artist.
And we're Compairable. Now, we are bringing back a
special treat.
Where in the world? Now, for those of you guys that have followed us
from the beginning,
we used to do a segment that kind of started it all. Where in the world is TCD?
Right.
And basically what that did was highlight new experiences that we had together. Yeah. Whether it was food, whether it was actually going to a specific place or event. We documented it and then shared it with you guys.
And the whole reason why it occurred was because it was a countdown to our birthday. So we were trying, I can't even remember what age we were turning, but it was a countdown to our birthday. So
it was
do you know?
27.
27. Okay, so
that was 20 years ago.
So it was 27 things that we had never tried. So we created a whole segment called Where in the World is TCD.
Comparable. Where in the world is TCD, and then we tried 27 new things leading up to our birthday.
Activities, a bunch of things.
Yeah.
So we've created extension of that experience for you guys to get more personal with us, more intimate with us, and see more of like the day-to-day that we do.
With that being said,
where in the world?
That's it.
Yeah.
The business that we're highlighting today is a Black-owned business, yet again. If you want to know a little bit more about the other Black-owned businesses that we've highlighted, check out our Comparable Spotlight. The link or description will be in the box below. The Damel.
The Damel.
Now, what can we say about this?
First, tell them what it is. What is it?
This is an African business that specializes in delicious food.
And what's the cuisine?
African food?
And it's like a fusion.
It's like South African or something like that. But the reason I even came up with it is that I was watching another YouTube channel and this business was featured. And I was like, "It's in Oakland?" I said, "Oh, this is in my backyard. We gotta go there, right?"
And if you guys don't know, we love when we see things in our area and people are either highlighting it, spotlighting it, or whatever. We try to make sure that we go see it. If it's a place that we haven't been, we try and go see. If it's, food, we try to experience it, all those things.
And we were pleasantly surprised.
Cole
wanted to get food, and
I was feeding for some plantains.
And instead of going to a usual spot, which is still great also, I recommended that we try something new. Get out of our comfort zone.
Yeah, she's big on trying new things. I'm kind of okay with that, but if I have a taste for something, I know what taste I want and what I'm expecting. So that's what I was expecting. So this is when she made the suggestion.
And since she wanted plantains, I said, they have plantains. We could just get plantains there.
I was like, okay, done. That was an easy sale.
Yeah, so when we ordered the food, we didn't know what to expect. We took a look at the menu, and a lot of things we actually couldn't even pronounce. But that didn't stop us.
I would say 89% of the things we couldn't pronounce.
Exactly. But I would say it doesn't matter if you can't pronounce the things. What matters are the ingredients. Because you can all you gotta do is be able to point to the menu, and they'll figure it out.
Right. Or describe kind of what you want, and then they'll be able to make a recommendation. In the right direction.
So we placed the order. We ordered. Now someone put me on to lamb.
Lamb chops.
Your girl likes lamb burgers, lamb chops, lamb bits, all the lamb
so
pieces,
I'm frugal friend, and she's expensive Edna.
Oh my! That is true.
Yeah. So she had lamb. I hadn't had lamb, so I was going out on a limb and trying that because.
But someone put me on to lamb, and I'm like, how have I lived?
I've had lamb at like family gatherings, but never at like a restaurant.
How have I lived all my life and didn't enjoy decadent lamb? Anyway, so we ordered that. The lamb was so flavorful.
We ordered coconut rice.
We ordered lamb, coconut rice,
plantains,
of course. She wanted the plantains, but I really want to try the empanadas. Mm-hmm. And the owner of the truck, I guess, lived in Argentina or, was really experiencing that culture. So then he decided to kind of fuse it together with his culture, his background, and the places that he's visited. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what inspired it. So I said, I got to try these empanadas. Those empanadas.
They were good.
Oh, my gosh. And it has the logo or the... Is it the logo?
Or the emblem?
Of the name of the restaurant
on
the empanada. Because they're a really good size.
Yeah.
I would say the only critique I would have is that the breading of it is a little bit thicker than I would have preferred.
Yeah. And maybe something like an egg
wash
or something like that could be, yeah.
Would have taken from like a 9 to a 10.
Yeah.
But it was so good. The filling, the ground beef filling. Oh,
Yeah, we got ground beef because
So
we already
good.
had lamb.
that was so good. So the lamb was on point, flavorful.
point. Big hearty pieces of lamb.
Gosh, yeah.
And they were not like, you know how some places will give you like, a half a scoop of lamb and
It
fill
was
you
like
up
a
on
whole
sides.
bunch
It was
of
a
lamb.
lot of lamb.
I loved it. It
Lot of
just
lamb.
made me smile. So we had
Plantains were fried to perfection.
They were sweet,
sweet
They-
and golden.
the texture
I just love plantains.
was really good. Coconut rice.
Coconut
It
rice
had the
was
perfect
really
amount of sweetness.
Yeah, it wasn't too sweet. It wasn't too like, what is this? And because I'm not a huge fan of coconut anything, so
Same.
So whenever I find a place that does coconut, in my opinion,
Like
right,
subtle coconut.
yeah, but enough to taste it, then I'm all for it.
That was the rice was so good. I've actually had rice, that kind of rice at another restaurant, but we're not talking about them because they're black. Anyway, the beignets were good, but
Good.
she is a former baker. What was your critique?
Okay, so this is just a small thing.
But they were delicious.
They were flavor was on point, frying was on point. The dough tasted a little overworked. Only like a hair overworked, like too many rolls, like one too many rolls.
That's that
But-
critical bacon taste.
But
buds
again,
for you.
I'm no professional. I'm a connoisseur of a lot of things, and that's just my opinion. It was a little bit tough.
Yeah.
Flavor was on point. Fry was on point.
But it was very
drizzle, chocolate drizzle was on point. Everything was on point. It's just a little bit tough. That's
I
all. Because
enjoyed it.
my idea of a beignet is
Light and fluffy.
light and fluffy. So
Yeah.
it wasn't as light as I was expecting.
But very flavorful and tasty.
If they called it a donut, I would have been like, oh, yeah, for real.
The price point was around, how much was it?
Oh, so like a plate's like so we got to upgrade with the lamb, but like around $14, $15.
That's worth it.
Yeah, and then plus, so we got with our plate, it came with 2 sides that you could choose, and then obviously we ordered the extra things, so like the beignets and empanadas, all that stuff was extra. But
And then the lamb also had like onions in it. So
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like mustard. It was very.
it was a
flavorful.
mix. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so good. I would say next time if I go back, I want to try one of their drinks. The one that had the ginger,
they had a bunch. Yeah, so
ginger
we-
pineapple. And
Yeah, we're on this kick where like if we choose one thing that's kind of like outside of eating healthy, quote unquote,
We're trying
then
to do too much.
we don't get like the drinks and all that stuff. So that'll be something we can go back at a later time. Yeah,
But I was very pleased, happy with.
I was
it.
too. I felt good, and I had a lot left over actually
Yeah.
from the one plate, especially if you're eating a portion size that you should be having. Then you can have it for multiple times.
So they have 2 locations. They have a food truck.
And a brick and mortar location.
So depending on where you're at, one is by the lake, and then the other is near downtown.
Yeah, we recommend it. Stop
Definitely.
by.
I'm gonna go back there for sure. But obviously, we have some other places on our list that we want to visit.
Yeah, make our rounds.
If you guys have any recommendations for us, please drop them below in the comments because we are willing to try it. We live in the Bay Area, so if you have any places in San Francisco, Oakland, Vallejo, Benicia, American Canyon, Richmond, San Leandro,
Any of those places.
San Jose,
San Jose.
then we'll be willing to try it. Drop in the comments below. If you made it to the end of this video, you know what you need to do.
Like,
Comment,
share,
subscribe!